Hello and welcome to the second update video for the Sassilization Unreal development. Um, Today I'll be going over three developments I've been working on over this past 2 weeks, um, and hopefully show you what I've been working on and show you and tell you what will be working on in the future, my plans for this project. So, getting right into it, I've been working on a basic HUD. Really only consists of a crosshair and a couple text, but um, I've worked it out so that the text actually updates the resource values you get from your bases. So if we look into the previewer and I pick blue team, you can see now that the HUD comes up and it's now updating the values of the resources um, that I received from these bases. So as you can tell, um, of resources going up over a 5-second interval. Um, Metal is higher than food because there's more metal resource nodes around this blue base than there are food nodes. Um, there's one bug though, where the text, once one person clicks on the team selection, the HUD actually comes up for everyone. I will be ironing out that bug um, so that it gets working. And then again, if as you can see for the Cyan team, their resources are going up too because of the one base that they have. So that's basically um, the HUD I've been working on. You can also see there's a little crosshair, so now you can see where you're clicking rather than just guessing where the middle of the screen is. Um, I just made that real quickly inside like a photo, like a paint program. Next update is the shift click selection function. So basically, I wanted to create a control shift click that would create basically a square uh, inside the map. It'll get all the units within that square and then select them or unselect them or whatnot. So I'll show you for the first test. I have these line of 5 blue pawns. If I hold shift and then click to the ground and hold it and then keep holding it and then let go where I want the second point of the square to be. As you can see, all the 5 pawns are now selected. Um, Again, basically makes a square. You do have to hold down the shift and then go to second area. It is kind of funky. I will be trying to make something more visual that you can see when you're making a selection, maybe like almost like a wireframe of a box, so you can see, okay, uh, this is what's going inside. Um, just so you can be a bit more specific, and also you can, visually see what's happening. That might be helpful. But as you can see, all 5 pawns have been selected. Um, and if I do it again, all 5 pawns have been deselected. And I can, of course, do this for like, these guys and these guys and these guys. As you can tell, the ratio is a bit off. I am continuously working on perfecting the ratio, but I just wanted to get a quick ratio of the collision box to the units in the map. So it is a bit off, as you can tell. Like I was just trying to get these two guys, but I just grabbed this third person. That's because of the ratio. I will be working on it to make it better. Next thing is basic is just basically some like site functions for the pawns. Basically, I am working on the pawn behaviors and fighting mechanics, but I just want to get the groundwork down first. And so I've created I've created almost like a radius, a site radius for every pawn, where if a certain, you know, other enemy pawn comes into contact, they will go towards each other. Um, I'll move the blue pawn over here, and now it enters the purple pawn's radius, and the purple pawn starts heading towards the blue pawn. Blue pawn sees the purple pawn, starts seeing purple pawn, they sort of collide. I will be working on the another sort of radius where it will stop the two after a certain distance and start a fighting cycle. So basically, um, doing damage values and health values um, and all that sort of cool jazz. So that's basically what I've been working on. Also, a little tidbit: I have replaced the pawn skeletons with a new one, so it has almost like a gunfighter stances. Right now it's on the idle stance. There is no gun because I haven't added any component for that. I probably won't till later on. But right now I will be working on my own sort of animation skeletons and functions, and I'll be working on perfecting the pawn behavior. So that's basically all I've wanted to show you guys in this video. Were these two types these two work uh, updates. Also, just want to show you if a blue character, someone on the blue team wanted to select a blue pawn, it wouldn't work. Just want to make sure. Um, that's basically it. I just want to make this video somewhat short so I can don't bore you guys to death. But basically, I'll be working on getting the core game mechanics down. Like I said, I'll be mainly working on pawn behaviors and fighting mechanics because that's incredibly important to the actual mechanic of the game that I want in the future. So I'll be working on that a lot. And then I have been talking to a friend of mine who is an artist and trying to see if I can get commission him to do some placeholder 2D art for like the menu or for the HUD. So hopefully we can get some cool artwork so it doesn't look bland and um, almost default. So that's all. Um, and just want to say thank you for all the support. I'll continue to keep working on this game, um, trying to get this game out as soon as possible, get in some sort of alpha so you guys can goof around and have some fun. Um, yeah, that's basically it. That's the end of the update video. Keep on working. Thank you guys again for your support, and I'll see you in the next one. See ya.